Good morning students, I am Arman present here for your online classes of class 7 chapter 3. Then today I am going to start the topic multiplication of decimal numbers by 10, 100 or 1000. When a decimal number is multiplied by 10, 100 or 1000, the digits in the product remain the same. But as in the decimal number, but the decimal point in the product shift to the right by as many places as there are 0 after 1. Just like when a decimal number is multiplied by 10, the decimal point is shifted to the right by 1 place. See here, if you have a number (42.625) and multiplied by 10, there will be no change in the numbers, only your decimal shifted right by 1. Just like this decimal will come here, so this will come here, and this is 426.25. Same as when we multiply a decimal number with 100, 42.625 is multiplied by 100, it shifted right side by 2 digits, 42625. Numbers will be same, only decimal shifted by 2 digits. This decimal will come here, and when we multiply any decimal number by 1000, it will shifted by 3 right side, 42.625. This decimal comes 1, 2, 3 after 2 digit here. So this is the rule for multiplying 10, 100 or 1000 with a decimal number. Next is multiplication of decimal by a whole number. If you have any whole number is multiplied with decimal, then what can you do? Then step 1 is to multiply the decimal number by the given whole number, ignoring the decimal point. See here, if you have a number 3.5 into 6, then first of all you ignore the decimal and directly multiply the number. 6 5s are 30, 6 3s are 18, and 3 21, 210. Now count the digits. How many digits after the decimal? There are 1 digit after the decimal, so put the decimal after 1 digit. That means your answer is 21. Same here, if you have a decimal 42.60 and you have to multiply it by 8, then ignoring the 0 and multiply this. 800, 8 6 are 48, then 4 is there, and 8 2s are 16 and 4 20, 8 4s are 32 and 2 34. Then count the digit after decimal, 1 2, then put the decimal here. The result is 340.80. And same when you multiply a decimal number by a decimal number, 1.7 into 1.2. Then first of all ignore the decimal here also. You have to understood there are no decimal between the numbers, and multiply this. Then (204). Now count the number of digits after decimal. Here 1, 1 1 and 2. Then 1 2. Put the decimal after 2 digits. So this step you can multiply by a whole number with a decimal number, or a decimal number to decimal number. So let's note down. Next is division of decimals. division of decimal by 10, 100 or 1000. When same as multiplication, but just opposite some steps. Just like when you divide by 10, 100 or 1000 with a decimal number, then number should be remain same. Only decimal will be shifted left side of the decimal places. Just see the example. 506.25 is divided by 10. So all the digits should be same. Only your decimal shifted left by 1. That means here decimal will come here. Now your result is 50.625. Same here. If this number is divided by 100, the decimal shifted by 2 digits. That means your decimal will come here 5.0625, and same as divided by 1000. But division of decimal or divided by non-zero whole number. If you are going to divide by a decimal number by a non-zero whole number, you should apply the same previous rule that you were using in your 4 or 5 classes. Simply 19.75 divided by 5. Same here. 7 3s are 15. 4. Now before next digit you have a decimal, so put the decimal here. 7 6 are 42. 5 9s are 45. 2. Next is 5. Then 5 5s are 25. You should follow your whole rule to divide by a whole number. You can note down this one. Next is division of decimal number by another decimal number. In order to divide a decimal number by another, then you have to follow some steps. The first step is, then you have to convert your number as a whole number. See here. If you have a number 0.5 divided by 0.25. First of all, change this number in a whole number. 0.5 then there are 2 digits, that means this is multiplied by 100 and this is 1 digit, this is multiplied by 10. So you have to multiply 100 by 100 in whole. Then you got, there is a 50 and here is 25. Now you can easily divide it. You got 2. Now there is a one question of your exercise I am going to solve. Then here is one word problem is, how many bottles of cough syrup can be filled from 17.28 liters of syrup if one bottle can hold 120 ml of syrup? So we have a total 17.28 liter of syrup. total quantity for syrup equal to 17.28 liters. Change in milliliters, 17.28 into 1000 milliliters. That means this is shifted from 3, then 17 to 80 milliliter. And capacity of 1 can syrup is equal to 120 ml. So number of can of syrup is equal to 17280 milliliter divide 100. Then you can divide 0 to 0. 12 ones are 12, 12 fours are 48, fours are 40. 100.